Hold on. She want to know what your real name is, not your stripper name.
Not your stripper name.
What's the stripper name? What's the stripper name? What's the stripper name?
It's Polo Belafonte.
Polo Belafonte. Okay.
I don't want that name. So everybody know that.
What's Belafonte say?
Cat. That girl can't with you. Your Polo won't treat you right, but I will. What's your real name, Polo?
My real name is Polo.
Let me talk to you about 2 minutes over there in the corner. I promise you'll be telling your name on camera.
My real name Polo. Ain't nobody gonna lock me up, nigga.
Ain't nobody trying to.
Polo.
If anything, I'm worse
You
than
ain't gonna never get my girl, man.
Listen to me.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
You think she crazy?
I think she loco.
She loco, get what I am. I'm very deranged, but I'm very classy with my deranged.
You are very classy because you've been
and I'm
handling
also
yourself like a
deranged.
woman. You've
I'm
been
also
being real
deranged.
calm.
I'm throwing the fuck off, but not on purpose.
Okay, so let's do an interview real quick. Okay,
So,
so you get the
I
money in
respect
real
the
life.
hustle. When you said you did your hustle with the phone, I was fucking with that.
Okay.
Shit.
You know what time it is, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's over Ray.
Polo, step over there quick. Anyways.
Okay, so
Y'all don't mind my hair, cause knowing Marcus.
I just don't like to edit, so like I like to just get the content and post
Thank you,
it.
Queen.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate you.
All right, so let's learn about you real quick. So
My name is Damaya.
so what's up, YouTube? Before the mastermind, after the mastermind. Before the mastermind, after the mastermind. The tips and suggestions that made this possible came directly from the mastermind. And as they continue to invest, their channel is gonna grow. Go check them out. Love and React, a black married couple that's reacting to mating and dating content online. And if you're ready to invest in your channel, click the link in the bio. And I'll see you on Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube?
What's
All right,
up,
guys.
YouTube?
So if y'all are just now seeing, so I actually have Polo and QUEETA out with me, but I'm gonna do a quick interview with Maya just to kind of see who she is or whatnot. So so how you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
So and I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. All right, so we met you at the tail, and so I'm imagining that's kind of like what your situation is right now, whatever.
My choice.
Okay.
Every action has a consequence. So whatever you do, you know, whether it's for the good or bad, or whether you feel or presume it to be for the positive, and it could eventually turn out to be a negative, just know it has a consequence and a reaction.
Well, so that doesn't help us, right? What helps us is the actual details. What happened? Like what helps somebody out?
Since I know that you would like transparency, but we're gonna use your word.
Yep.
And I like big words, by the way, because I read.
Okay.
I love to read.
So you a sapiosexual.
My passion, I love you, Prince. At the end of the day, my son is a scholar. He's in the 3rd grade. He's always been on the gifted program. So therefore, Marcus asked for truth and transparency. So therefore, I'm gonna be truthful and transparent. I've been staying in this hotel for 3 months, 4 almost, because I just got out of jail. My voice is gone.
I get it.
But I just got out of jail. And yes, women was calling me Big Daddy in jail. That's neither here nor there.
So if y'all didn't see on the
to
date video, she just picked QUEETA up no problem. So she's obviously got a little strength to her, right?
A lot of strength.
Right. So she's a strong lady. So okay, so you're 37 years old.
Absolutely.
You say you have 5 kids?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4 daughters, 4 princesses, and 1 son.
Okay.
And I adore them all the same way.
How old is the oldest?
The eldest is 17 years old.
17. So 17.
And my son he'll be 9 in July.
Okay, so 17 and 8. So you know, decent spread. Same dad at different dates.
My son and I have a set of twin girls. They're 9. They have the same father. My eldest 2, they have the same father. So I was married for 10 years, and then I ended up getting with my later children's father, being with him for 12 years. So we produced a set of twin girls and a son together. And I love y'all dearly, but y'all already know what time it is.
So you was married for 10 years. What
Absolutely.
Happened, what happened to that marriage?
Sometimes people grow apart.
Was there anything specific that you could, help
I don't
people
care to
out?
elaborate. Should I elaborate?
Well, yeah, I would love for you to elaborate. I mean, I'm always interested in hearing how relationships dissolve. I was in a 14-year relationship. I know how things go, but my story is not your story. So, you know, every story can help somebody out.
Absolutely.
What happened in your situation?
I went through some things, and I choose, because they say if you choose to forgive someone, you'll let it go. You don't have to forgive what happened, but you'll
Right, forgiveness
I trust
is
God
for you.
completely with everything in me, and at the end of the day, I choose to forgive. Not necessarily meaning that I forget what this person done, but I choose to forgive. So, meaning if I choose to forgive this person, I have to allow what they've done, what indiscretions they've done to me, I have to allow it to, in order for me to be blessed.
Well, right. And so the forgiveness is great, right?
Absolutely.
But in order for us to have context, for us to appreciate what you forgave, right? What happened? Like what?
I was in a DV relationship.
Okay.
And that's why I can pick up QUEETA. When I become incarcerated, unfortunate mishaps and situations and circumstances may arise. Well, I have to sit down for a minute, but before I go, I allow my children to have the understanding and the wisdom of why I'm gonna be gone for this amount of time, if that may take place. But
how long was you locked up for?
4 months.
Okay.
It's the least time I've ever done.
Wow, what was the longest stint?
Well, this last stint, they was trying to give me 10 years, but the most I've done was about
5 years? What was that for? I mean, you did it now, so you, like I say, help somebody out. They could avoid.
Children don't trust strangers.
What happened? Was it something with your kids or whatever?
No.
Okay.
I love children to death. The only way you can enter the kingdom of heaven is through a little child. So I'm gonna give them whatever I have. I don't care if I don't have anything. Wrong place, wrong time. Just in need. But you know you're not supposed to put trust in man. Command will let you down, but you're supposed to give it to God. I promise you. When you pray and you be content and steadfast and humble and trusting without a shadow of a doubt, that lets God do it. Allow him to be God.
Listen, I tell you what, me and you are 100% on the same page with that. All right, that's kind of how I operate.
Absolutely.
Full trust. I know that I'm a chosen soldier of God, and so I don't have to worry about things.
Absolutely.
I do what I do, and I let God do the rest.
Absolutely.
So, in this situation, if you don't mind, what happened? Like, tell us the actual details and stuff, because we're hearing the overarching lessons, but the lessons don't have impact if we don't actually know what happened.
Okay, I can elaborate a little bit. Well, I had a warrant, but before the warrant stemmed, I ended up committing battery, aggravated AG, aggravated AB, I'm gonna call it. And that carried a term of 5 to 10 years. And so, and I'm not gonna lie. However, whomever knows me, whatever they tell you, if it's real, believe it. Because I don't play. When it comes to my respect and my only thing I have in this world is my 5 children, my 5 souls, and my word. I don't have no reason to lie to you.
So let's figure out where you coming from and how you grew up.
I'm from Cordell, Georgia.
You from Cordell?
Absolutely.
You from the country?
75 South.
Hey, man.
Don't go down there.
No, boy, don't play in Cordell.
I don't advise nobody to go down there.
Hey, man, Cordell don't play.
Absolutely.
Okay, did you grow up down there?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I've been here. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in August 17th to be exact. But
okay, so growing up in Cordell, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No.
Who'd you grow up with?
But my mom and dad are messing around with each other now.
That's so funny.
Dad, I love you.
So who'd you grow up in the house with?
My mom.
Mom and so
my mom used to mace me, handcuff me, hog tie me, because she was a correction officer for over 30 years.
Oh wow, she was a CO?
And I'm a CO in my mind. I go into jail to be a CO.
So how did a CO's daughter end up in situations where she was in and out of jail and stuff like that?
Miscommunication. not being understood.
Well,
It don't matter about the placement of birth or the chart you were born in. It just matters about the relationship that you have, the communication, the understanding.
so what age would you say things started falling off
I
and going
left
left?
my mom's house at 14 because all her men, all of them, wanted to be in a relationship. Instead of pursuing or figuring out what they went wrong with her, they would, because I'm a younger version of her in their minds. And I don't hold them accountable to anything, because we all flesh and we all fall short of the glory of God. But I'm forgiven, but I still don't mind.
What age did that stuff start?
14.
So it started at 14 where her male friends or whatever would be, did they ever convince you to do anything?
It
Or
would look like they convinced me.
well, I don't know. Because sometimes
You're
people
right.
could be like really whatever at 14 and then things happen and that's what makes them
trust in him.
into the
like
beast
I would
or
put
whatever.
my trust in God right now. That's why I said, I'm supposed to lean up to the understanding of man, because flesh will let you down. But I trust God wholeheartedly. And I put my trust in him since I was 8 to about 17. But he violated me, or tried to verbally violate me, mentally violate me.
Cool.
At 14, myself.
Okay, so when you say mentally or verbally, you're talking about the same stuff that we was just saying, basically, as far. Okay.
He didn't touch me.
Okay, so he didn't
He
touch you,
just
but he
spoke
let
words.
you know that he wanted to do this
What
or that.
did he want to do?
And so, did you how did you feel when he said that? Like, what was going through your mind?
I was disappointed.
How long had he been in your life at that point?
My mom was with him since I was about 6.
So you had known him since you was a little girl.
15, so that's like 9 years.
So when he did that, did you tell your mom or whatever? Or?
I was conflicted because when you're in that moment, and God knows I love my mama to death, and I give up the last. But I still a player, by the way. And at the end of the day, I know she was in a compromising position. She was in conflicting position because she loves him on a different level. When you're intimate with someone, you have a different view of how they're supposed to treat you than loving your children, because you love them wholeheartedly in a different way. So at the end of the day, and I've grown to understanding the wisdom by the grace of God to understand that. But
I guess right. And listen, I can imagine in that situation at that age, I can imagine maybe experiencing paralysis, kind of a thing to where you don't want to rock the boat, you don't know what's going to happen, so you end up telling.
without quick, the same day.
So you told the same day it happened?
Yes.
Okay, what was her response?
She asked him.
And what was his answer?
He told her.
He told her that he did do
So
it?
that just means we had the same perspective.
Hold on. One second.
Don't do that.
All right, well, 1 second. We in the meat and potatoes right now.
That means we had the same perspective. We had more in common than I realized, because he actually thought of her the same way I did. He had his different
You
view.
told her, and she asked him, and he admitted to it.
Absolutely.
And then what was the atmosphere after that?
Between her and him,
Well, between her and him, and then between everybody, between all three of y'all.
how it initially began, that's how it remained. I was given the ultimatum, not so much of an ultimatum, just a choice. Like, if you want to be respected, if you want to be valued, if you don't want to go through this because you don't deserve that, just leave. I stayed in the bandos when I was 14 years old. Now, mind you, I have teenage daughters. Sanavian, I love you, babe. But anyway, I have teenage daughters that's going through the same adversities. But not with me. That's a whole nother story.
With their step uncle, step grandfather, or something like that?
They've never been touched. My eldest daughter, she's 17. And my mom, now mind you, I am staying in the hotel.
Right.
And I do have custody, full custody, by the way,
Right.
of my children, all 5 of them.
Right.
But my mom, see about them, and I still have to pay for everything. I don't have no breaks. I don't get no time off.
Right.
I still have to do the same thing as if she was living with me, just in a different environment. But my mom do her the same way. So I know,
Because that's kind of you're saying that your mom heard what you told her about what her dude wanted to do with you. He admitted to it. And she essentially was like, well, you can get out if you want to or whatever. That was her response.
My mom would put me out when I was younger.
Was you like already a virgin at that point? Was you still a virgin?
My first husband is my eldest children's father, who was also my ex-husband. And I was with him for over like 12 years. But yes, he paid my mama $800, my right-handed guy, to date me.
How much older was he than you?
Same age.
Okay, so y'all were the same age. Okay. So why did he feel like he had to pay your mom to date you then?
Because that's who she is. To know my mom, you'll understand my mom.
Okay, now I think I get it. I know people like that. So, wow. And so now your kids are with her. So I'm saying you don't.
My kids with me.
Well, I get it. They're with you physically though. Right. Physically with her though, right? And so what I'm saying is you don't have any concerns. Well, I guess that's what you were saying. Like,
concerns.
Is that, you know what I'm saying?
If anything, I'm here to give wisdom because I've already been through what she's going through. And in life, people get advice or look for guidance from people that's already been through what they're encountering at the moment or what they're going through. So in order to give that type of advice, you have to go through something. So I'm here to give my children.
And I love that.
guidance.
But what about what is the advice that will get them into a better situation than what you're in now later on in the future?
Say that again.
So in other words, are you giving them advice not just to get through the trials and stuff that similar to what you went through,
Absolutely.
but are you giving them advice that they land in a better spot than you?
Most definitely.
Okay, and so
I don't believe in despite what the circumstances and situations are, because in the Bible it says to honor thy mother and thy father your days. I don't care what the situation or circumstance, you're supposed to respect your elders. They're elders because they have more experience, and you're supposed to respect them just because, like, they got buku time on you. But and although everybody's not deserving of respect,
right, I was about to say it's levels to respect, right?
Yes.
Respect on a human level, respect on a certain level.
Humbleness as well.
Right.
And self-control. And if you don't have self-control, then you're not gonna have humbleness, and you're not gonna have respect. Sometimes, because if you have humbleness and respect and self-control, you'll be able to walk away. If
okay. Well, listen, I see you. All right. So real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't ask, how are we getting income right now? And tell as much as you can. How you work?
I work.
Like a job or whatever?
Yes. I work at Target.
Do you like make plays and do all that type of stuff?
At Target and Perimeter. Please come out there and shop with me and tell my manager that I need to upgrade. I need to
be careful what you asking for.
I need to raise.
You gonna have these people coming out there.
Let them come on. My name is Demaya Felton. Please,
all right.
remember, ask for done with it.
Lord Jesus, please don't.
Please.
You gonna have these people because you think
I don't care. We don't like that attention. I love it. When people uplift me, I uplift for everybody.
But what if they come there and like your managers are like, Lord, you've been getting too many people with random positions.
Cool.
Look like they're having a good time. Listen, we're going to wrap this up. So if anybody did want to reach out, help, or donate, you have a way for them to do that? Social media,
My Cash App is Missy, MISSYFAVE. That's Missy Fave.
Mm-hmm. And what about Instagram or anything like that? No?
Listen, I go in the rock. I don't know nothing about it.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm incognito.
I ain't mad at it.
I just had to get some type of electronic device payment so I can keep life going.
I ain't mad at that, man. Listen, look, Maya.
Mark,
God loves me, okay?
God loves you.
Because he introduced me to you.
Want to put you
Three QUEETA, 100%.
God loves me.
All right, so I'm loving this, and we're definitely gonna be following you. All right, so all right,
y'all ain't even gotta follow me. Just call me. I wish I could put my number on that.
I'm gonna be following you. They're gonna be following you through me.
Call me. Set me up a date with QUEETA and Polo. I promise you.
I'm sure the guys are gonna be be on it, cause you said something was, and I ain't mean to turn it too nasty, guys, but on the date video, if you haven't seen that, she said that her ass was fat, and she said something else was fat,
He
but
would
she
not
couldn't
touch me.
say. She couldn't say.
Girl, I fuck with you. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful baby. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You already know that your
And it did look soft, right? So the old me definitely would have grabbed it. But what else was you saying was what else was you saying was a little bit fat?
Use your imagination. My grandma always told me you're supposed to leave some type of imagination.
Yeah, gotta leave something to the imagination.
To the mind
right?
of a man.
All right, listen, that's really good advice. So, hey man, listen, Maya, it was very great to meet you.
Likewise.
And we gonna
be in now.
I was about to say no. Okay.
Please don't find me.
All right, we gonna join the date. We gonna join Polo and QUEETA again.